everybody, it's Sabrina. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, well, so am I. So, what we did today is we had a video. That's our supervisor, Treyu. We am editing for the first time ever, so this is my first video we've ever done. This is a piece of artwork that I shot on the camera that I did. This is going to be one of our test videos for our channel, well, for my personal channel, and then we're going to have my family and I, my sister, my mom, and I are all going to have a channel where we show off our arts and our crafts and all of those things. We're called Madcrafters, and it's going to be really exciting over there. And so this is our very first video, our very first episode of what we are trying to do. And I have a new software that I'm trying out, and so we're going to record, well, I'm going to finish recording this. I'm going to edit the first video of just my artwork, and then I'm going to do some additional videos for myself personally, for my channel, which is the channel that you're viewing this on. And then on our channel, we're going to have some new videos of our arts and crafts that we're going to do. We have some resin kits that we're going to make. We have some cups that we're going to design. We've been doing some t-shirt designs where we take a friend's artwork and we're printing shirts for him. And then we're going to take some of our own personal artwork and try doing shirts as well. And we have a lot of fine artist skills. So I am I paint, I draw, I do figure work and those kinds of things, and so does my mom. So she's she paints and she draws, and my sister does some of that stuff, but she's more into the crafty stuff that she wants to share. And so we're gonna do all of that kind of stuff, and we're mad crafters, and so we're gonna do that. We just got that channel up, and so that'll be available in a few days, hopefully, as we start recording and start getting these things ready. And I'm going to do a few more videos just feeling out the set. This is obviously not an official set, but it's my temporary working space that I have here for me. And I have some products that I'm going to start reviewing and testing out. I bought some colored pencils, and so I'm going to do some artwork with that. Not as in-depth, hopefully, as this one, which is a portrait of my friend. There's going to be some close-up footage of that later in this video. I did a test shot of the artwork here, and it was in the wrong format, and so then I spent a lot of time with my mom's boyfriend. He helped find a program to convert the videos, and then I learned that had I read it at all, the instructions did say that there are different formats that you can choose for the videos, and so we're trying that out now. So we're trying it to just record in the MP4 format, which is the one that YouTube uses, and so we're going to try that, and I'm going to see how that goes, and I'm going to edit all of that, so hopefully that'll be a very simple process. Here is some more footage of the picture that I drew. I used watercolor and colored pencils, and then I had a hard time with this piece personally because I kept messing the image up. I used some gouache for the first time, and that was my mistake, is I used gouache and it didn't dry because I'm not familiar with it, and I was trying to color over it, and it just didn't want to work properly. Oh, I have some finishing touches I need to do for this piece. Why don't I set you guys up and you can watch? Actually, let's do that. That's why you're here. We, as artists, I know that a lot of people aren't into sharing, or they're into, which is fine. You're more than welcome to make art just for yourself. Some people feel that art is for sharing. Others feel like art is for the soul, and so it's just for you. I'm into validation, so I like a lot of feedback and hearts and love for what I do, but I've gone to school for several years for it, and so I feel like that's my personal personal feeling on it is that I like to have feedback on what I'm doing, but I know that my sister is not into that, which is fine. There's many people who are not into sharing their artwork and just want to have the artwork for themselves, which art is what you want to make it. And then I have another advice there. I don't think that first part was really advice, but what I have is I have some advice on the drawing styles itself. Not the styles, but like if you're making artwork, there's a lot of people feel like there's shame around using references or looking at images for the portraits or landscaping, and I think that one thing that you learn and that you can have is that there's no shame in using references. There's no shame in studying and learning what the rules are to art and what people are like, or whatever your subject is. If you're drawing a horse, you draw the horse. If you're like using an image, a lot of fine artists need references. We need, or not art, like it doesn't have to be fine art, but a lot of artists need references, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in learning to improve. There's no shame in using references and just trusting what you see versus what you believe. I'm going to need another light in this room. But there's no shame in that. A lot of people get caught up in that references are cheating, or that if you study the hands, or if you study this with a reference, that's cheating and it's not fair to other artists. It's like a misbelief that we have. It's a fallacy that happens with artists where any sort of reference is taken, a reference usage is taken, oh my god, I'm zooming in, is taken as cheating or copying, and that's not always the case. There's a difference between using a reference for art and like for learning purposes and deliberately copying someone's artwork. Like, don't steal people's art, but do learn like an artist. There's a really good book called How to Steal Like an Artist, and it's all about how if you like someone's style or you like what someone's doing, is that like you want to be more like what you're liking, you can look at their favorite artists, 3 of their favorite artists, and then 3 of their favorite artists, and so on and so forth, as many times as you would like, so that you can learn the reason that why the artists look, like why the art that you like looks the way that it looks, or something. I haven't read it in a while, but it's a really cool thing about how artists learn from each other. There is a lot of time in art history where all you did is look at references, and I'm not sure where this new thing came from, where this new feeling in art came from that made us believe that looking at references, looking at poses, looking at people or subjects, I speak a lot about people because I do figure work, that counts as somehow cheating, or it makes you as somehow less of an artist, and that's not the case. And so I just wanted to come on, and that's my unsolicited advice. I feel like I'm going to start doing art advice at the end of my videos, or as I'm doing my work, because we as artists should help each other. And I have a lot of experience in art school, and that's not for everyone, and so I would love to impart some of my what I've learned for those of you who are here and want to hear it. But again, there are more than... I just want to stop by again and say sorry if I was rambling. I want to thank you once again for being a part of this experience with me, and please remember to check out the links down below and to share if you like. Comments below, or anything art related or anything not art related. And on this channel, I think I'm going to do a little bit of everything on my personal channel as opposed to the art channel. That'll be our Generation Creation channel. That's the Instagram. 3 generations of us, the youngest being 9 months. She is gonna start, we're gonna start having her do artwork with us. I mean, she's 9 months, so it's not gonna be like the Rembrandts or anything, and then it's myself, my sister, and our mother. We're gonna have our art there, and that's gonna be really exciting. But on my own personal channel, I have a lot of things that I'd like to do, and I'd like to show off about, not show off, but like I'd like to show some art and do some art advice, which I might do on the Creation, or Generation Creation Mad Creators channel as well. But on my own personal channel, I'm really into doing, I want to do some murder, mystery, some drama, YouTube drama, deep dives, and talk about all of the crazy things that have happened on YouTube with our YouTubers, as well as other things. I was thinking of doing some story time where there's just like reading or talking about books, like a virtual book club, because I think that would be really fun. If you guys have any ideas or things that you'd like to see, feel free to comment down below. Or if you don't have anything to just say, just give me a smile, heart. Just tell me how your day's going. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I hope to see you all in the next one.